look good actually. This is gonna look good, y'all. I'm excited. I'm gonna do my hair and then go from there. Okay. I think I'm gonna try and do like a little leave out situation. So I'm just gonna figure out where that is. Part that first. Go from there. I feel like that is the most natural way of doing things. Ugh. My hair is kind of like knotted. All I did was wash it and put it in a towel. I haven't done anything else to it yet, so might not look the best right now, but it will soon. Okay, this is pretty good for now. Obviously, I'll refine it, but this is good enough. My parting doesn't need to be super clean for this. Okay. 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 So this isn't bad. Piece of it. This is hot. Okay. I'm so tired. My hair looks crazy. Okay. And try this new leave-in conditioner. I And someone told me my hair preferred like spray leave-in conditioners. So now whenever I like straighten my hair, that's what I use. Okay. This is a leave-in, another leave-in that has heat protectant. I love this one's from L'Oreal. It's their Dream Length Heat Iron Protector. This literally looks like nut. I'm just like spraying nut into my hair. That's what it looks like. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Dream Length Frizz Killer Leave-In Serum. It's basically like an oil. Basically like an oil. Yeah, I'm just going to rub it in really well. Make sure everything is good and distributed throughout my hair. But it literally looked like I was rubbing nut into my hair. Insane. I think I might need to use more of it too. Oh god. Literally looks like I'm just jizzing in my hair. Do you remember that song? Jizz in my pants. That song was hilarious. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, my hair is not bad off right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. I'm gonna use the Olaplex oil because it has heat protectant. Or no, the Trader Joe's dupe for the Olaplex oil because it's heat protectant. You can use quite a bit of it to go through my hair. Just gonna comb my hair through. Ooh, my hair's kind of frizzy right now. This feels nice. Oh my god. Combing through my hair is so nice. Hair's so moisturized from this. Combing through my hair like this is so nice. Okay. Okay, I love this. Ooh, this is quite nice. I thought it was gonna like hurt more, but that was like nothing. This is like actually from like my hair extension. I don't have hair extensions now, but from previously. Can you imagine like my hair's so short? Like what if I had like hair extensions? What if you're like, what? Your hair's not even this long? I gotta figure out how I'm gonna section everything. I don't know if I have enough like clips and stuff. I gotta go look. Y'all, I got so many hair clips. I want to section my hair. Pretty well. Okay. Hair sectioned really well. Okay. Okay. So, just want to make sure everything's good. Literally look like jizz. Perfect. Make sure you protect us going throughout it. Okay, perfect. I love this. This one. I'm just gonna put. Oh! Got all over me. It's crazy. Okay. I'm just gonna use some of the hair serum. Add it to every section. This section never got any. I never put it on the front sections. So if you're like she's being liberal with it, it's because I never hit these sections. Okay. Treat the front sections the same. Sure, guys didn't put any oil in these sections either. Add a little bit of oil to this section right here. Now, this one, receiving all of this. And both the same basically. It's gonna look good. We're gonna do this side, these two sides. Oh my god. Okay. Looks great. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put my brush that I just had. Oh, there it is. What the crap? I didn't even know I was sitting on that. That's crazy. My hair looks really good. Okay. 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 Love it. I'm gonna wash my hands. one. Mm. So good. I'm gonna blow dry my hair after this. If I need food, I was dying. Mm. I'm starving. Mm. I'm starving. My hair looks good. Looks healthy. It's all that matters to me. How are you?
I'm good, Sexy. How are you?
I'm good.
Damn, mommy, you look good. Girl.
Thank you. Are you sleepy?
I was just laying down just now. I got my phone.
Are you coming over?
Baby, you told me I wasn't. Let me get you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Oh, is that a yes?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay.
I'm pretty, man.
Thank you. You're
I'm
handsome.
pretty, Lindsay. Fucking Christ, mommy. I'm gorgeous.
I love you. I'm just blow drying my hair.
I could watch you do that all day.
I burned myself almost.
Burn your coochie?
No, my leg. Okay. What?
Hair looks good.
Thank you. Trying to do something cute. read a book, bitch. That song is stuck in my head. I was listening to it in my car. And it's just like stuck in my head now.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Nico. I'm gonna go, Jordan.
What's that, sexy?
I'm gonna go, Jordan.
Said you're what?
I'm gonna go. Let me know when you're on the way.
Okay, baby.
Okay, I love you.
I love you more.
Bye. Hello, how are you? I'm good. I'm just trying to get my hair right for Thanksgiving. It's 1:46 a.m. It's late night almost to me. That's great. Yeah, it's actually late night more for me than early morning because I haven't been to sleep yet. Where are you located? Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever been there. I don't think I had a tutorial here. I don't think I've ever been to Michigan. Though I do like Detroit music, it's pretty good. So I'm just gonna take my hair down now. Now, do here really well. Looks really good. This looks really good. Ooh, this looks really good, y'all. I'm hype. I'm so hype right now, y'all have no idea. Ooh. Oh my god. Feel a great hairstyle coming. Okay. Now I'm gonna I'm low-key hungry. I wonder if I should have my snack now. I think I should actually. I'm hungry. Let's do it. Really? Yeah. I have dessert. Domino's lava cakes. So good. So good. I'm literally obsessed. What are they? Chocolate in my face? Mmm. Mmm. So good. Okay. I'm gonna bring my hair down. Shea Moisture Bonding Oil and the Laura Elvive No Haircut Cream are gonna be my saviors right now. It's way better. Okay. I'm gonna listen to Fourth Wing.
Under Tarn's beating wings, and I draw more power from Tarn, poising to strike again. Soleil charges toward the Venin with fuel on her heels, her dagger palmed and ready as the rest of the group of townspeople make it into the tunnel. This is all worth it as long as they survive. The wave of death pushes forward from the Venin, flowing outward and catching up with the fleeing civilian in the middle of the road. He falls, then screams soundlessly, curling in on himself as his body becomes nothing but a husk of a shell. Air freezes in my lungs and my heart stutters. The Venin just Soleil! I yell, but it's already too late. The third year stumbles a few steps into the dead zone, her dragon reaching for her as they both buckle and fall, Fuel throwing up a cloud of dirt with her heavy impact. They desiccate in a matter of seconds, their bodies shriveling. A vice clamps around my chest, and for a second, I can't breathe. The venom has even more power now. Tell Day! I look back over my shoulder to see Liam sprinting for Day. He needs time. Already done. Taryn rolls left as a fireball churns up at us, the first of a volley that causes us to retreat across the road. We lost Soleil, I tell Xaden. The only acknowledgement is a wave of sorrow, and I know it's his. The griffins take flight, their riders wielding what looks to be lesser magic at the venom as two wyvern approach, both riderless. Tell them to change tactics. They don't stand a chance if they can't get close to the venom, I tell Taryn. The griffins change course, and I loose my power again, hitting closer to the venom. She glares up at me, then turns at the sound of flapping wings. Garrett and the other marked third years are coming. She's outnumbered, and damn, I hope she knows it. The griffins team up, tearing into one of the approaching wyvern as Liam mounts and Day launches, escaping the spreading ring of death. But the other wyvern dips low, heading for the venom, right on course to pass by the outbuilding. You said that building has unstable material in it, right? I ask. Yes. I can't be sure I'll hit it, but excellent idea. Taryn puts us into position, hovering about 20 feet above ground as Liam flies for the griffins above us, wielding spears of ice into the injured wyvern's throat. Blood streams as the wyvern falls from the sky with an ear-piercing cry. One down. The venom reaches the road, and the wyvern skids to a landing on the dirt path so she can mount. No! I shout. Taryn breathes in deep and exhales pure fire as the wyvern takes off, sending the outbuilding up in a blaze that ignites whatever is within. Heat rushes my face, singeing my cheek as the building explodes, engulfing everything around it. The firestorm nearly catches us, but Taryn banks left, narrowly missing the blast. I shout, throwing up my fist as we circle back, the wind easing the sting in my cheek. We have one wyvern down, a good share of the townspeople evacuated, and there's no way anything survived that blast. Taryn dips his right wing low and returns sharply, getting set up to make another run through town. I glance to the right and gasp. Not only did that blast not kill the wyvern, but its rider is alive and well too, flying toward... Shit. There are more wyvern than dragons exiting the valley to the south, and I'm trying hard not to panic when blazing hot blue fire streams past us. I pivoted the saddle and see a wyvern on our tail approaching frighteningly fast as we circle the post walls. Any idea how to kill that many wyvern? I asked Taryn, panic sitting on my chest like an anchor that threatens to pull me under into the chaos of my thoughts. There are at least 6 wyvern, from what I can see, all with terrifying wingspan and sharp teeth, and they're heading straight for us. The same methods that can kill us, Taryn says, leading the wyvern away from the post's center, where Garrick and Bodhi are both on foot, chasing down the venom from the clock tower, daggers in hand. I don't exactly have a crossbolt handy. No, but you do have lightning, and a bolt of that will stop any dragon's heart. Tell me you warned the others how Soleil and Fuel died. Everyone touching the ground is vulnerable. They all know what they risk. Gods, there are still kids down there, some screaming, others heartbreakingly silent as their mothers drag their dead bodies from the streets. There are no words. We need to draw them away from the city, I tell Xaden, turning back in the saddle as far as the bands across my thighs will let me to get a better vantage point of the airspace and the wyvern, some of which seem to have slowed in order to circle the remains of the clock tower. Whatever they want must be there, Taryn says. Agreed on both counts. Do what you can to give the rest time to evacuate, Xaden responds. We're clearing the edge of town now. He pauses, and a ripple of worry pushes through our emotional barrier. Try not to die. Working on it. A wyvern dives only to climb again with a human
Hey.
leg hanging from between its teeth. We circle back and head south through the trading post, away from the city center and whatever Bodhi and Garrick are
This
doing.
looks good.
They're not following, Taryn grunts. We'll need to draw them out. That venom didn't seem to like when I wielded lightning. You're a threat. So let's get their attention and threaten. He growls in approval. I open the floodgates of Taryn's power, letting it roil and billow beneath my skin. As soon as we're outside the walls, I throw my hands up and let it burst free. Lightning streaks the sky, earning us the notice of the horde of wyvern, one of which peels off its flight pattern and soars in our direction, its poisoned, barbed tails flicking behind it. Maybe this wasn't the best
Looks
idea.
really good.
We're committed now, Taryn reminds me. Right. They're finally outside the city walls. I summon more power and wield, my arms trembling with the effort to control the deluge of raw energy. Lightning strikes once, missing the wyvern by more than I'd like to admit. Dread fills my mouth with the taste of ash. I'm not ready for this. Try again. I don't have enough control. Try again, Taryn demands. I wield again, ripping down the walls between Taryn and me, and more of the energy he channels rips through me. Lightning splits the dusk-hued sky in a blast so bright I blink. Again! I let the power overcome me again and again, concentrating on the location of the wyvern as Taryn dodges blasts of blue fire. Finally, a strike hits the one behind us, dropping him from the sky. It hits the hillside with a satisfying crash. What about the venom it's bonded to? I tremble with the effort of controlling the power, fighting to keep it from overtaking me. Sweat drips down my face. Hopefully they're like us. Kill the wyvern and the rider dies, but it's hard to tell with so many riderless ones. Hopefully isn't the best word right now. I turn in the saddle and watch in horror as two more riderless wyvern fly out of the valley. The civilians need more time to reach the mine. Let's give it to them. Taryn growls in agreement, and we speed back over the post. Xaden has one wyvern by the throat, strangling it with shadows, as a third year hurls ice at its rider, and the other four are doing everything they can to drive the newcomers back with a combination of dragon fire and magic. Power jolts through me in wave after burning wave as I wield more lightning than I ever have in practice. I swing my arm around and aim another bolt at a wyvern flying near the front gate, or what used to be the front gate. I miss the wyvern, but hit an empty tower, sending stone flying in all directions. A large chunk hitting a wyvern in the tail and causing it to spin in midair. Taryn banks another hard turn, and we come back around. I take a deep breath, then call a lightning bolt. This one striking a wyvern directly in its upper back with a satisfying sizzle. The giant beast shrieks, then smashes into a nearby hillside with a thunderous boom. Coming back around again for another pass, and heady from my recent kill, I throw out 3 more bolts of lightning in quick succession. Unfortunately, more speed doesn't translate to more accuracy, and the adrenaline rush isn't helping my aim either. I managed to cause 3 more alarming explosions, though, one of which distracts a rather large wyvern that had been on Bodhi's tail, giving him a moment's advantage. Witch's dragon seizes by banking hard left and coming up behind the wyvern and sinking its teeth into its leathery gray neck. There's an ominous crack, and then Bodhi's dragon releases the wyvern's lifeless body, letting it fall to the ground 50 feet below. On the left! I shout as 2 more wyvern come into view on our rear flank. I leave the evasive maneuvers up to Taryn and concentrate on bringing down as many strikes as possible as the wyvern gains speed on us. My arms tremble, growing weaker and weaker with each bolt I try to control to keep from hitting our own riders. Sigale is on the west side of the outpost, and my heart crawls into my throat when she flies low, and Xaden does an impressive running jump off her back, landing with a roll onto the street below. Almost immediately, shadows pull in every direction and cover the people screaming as they try to run for cover from the snarling jaws of a hungry wyvern. One of the wyvern on my tail must notice Xaden out of the saddle, because it tucks its wings for a moment, diving for the ground only to widen them and pull out at the last minute, gliding mere feet above the silky shadows. Shit, It's heading straight for Zayden, its jaws opening wide as though it plans to just snatch Zayden up like a quick bite to eat. Zayden! I scream out loud, but he's already noticed the wyvern, throwing a rope of shadows high above the building in a perfect lasso around Sigale's head, and she yanks him up off the ground and out of the path of the oncoming wyvern. 1 minute Zayden is dangling from the shadowy rope, and the next he's back in his saddle as Sigale banks for another low pass through town. But I was so focused on Zayden, I completely forgot about the wyvern on my own tail. Taryn hasn't, though, and starts to climb higher and higher, leading the wyvern from the post as he gains altitude nauseatingly fast. Violence! Zayden screams. Beneath you! I look down and gasp. A stream of blue fire billows up toward us. Bank! Taryn rolls left, and my ass leaves the saddle, held in only by the straps as he rolls us upside down to narrowly avoid the blast. But when he straightens, the wyvern is still on us. My heart lurches into my throat as its mouth gapes open, its sharp, bloodied teeth snapping as it lunges for Taryn's side. No! I lift my arms to throw a bolt in its direction and prepare for impact. A blur of blue shoots between us, and the wyvern is knocked away by the body of a navy dragon, Sigale. Her jaws tear through the side of the wyvern in several rapid, brutal bites, flesh ripping and blood spraying in the most vicious mid-air meal I have ever seen. Then she flips and catches the devoured wyvern by the head with her dagger tail, sending its dead body sailing several hundred feet before crashing to the ground. Sigale picks up speed, banks, and flies right by us, her wing gliding under Taryn's almost affectionately, which is in complete contrast to the menacing glare that seems directed at me, wyvern blood still dripping from her jaws. Message received. It's her job to keep an eye on Zayden's back, and it's mine to watch Taryn's. I do a quick turn in my saddle, checking all our sides for more wyvern, then tell Taryn, let's climb so we can get a better count of what we're facing. We've barely made it 100 feet above the town when I spy Liam and Day flying hard and fast in the opposite direction, with a venin riding a wyvern on his tail. Liam needs help, I rush to explain. On it, Taryn says, flipping us in midair. We hang in the sky for a second before his massive wings catch the air and turn us so that we're heading straight for Liam. The venin raises a staff of some sort, sending balls of blue flame at Day, but he manages to avoid them all as Liam stands up and runs along Day's spine toward his dagger tail. At the last second, Day uses his tail to whip Liam up into the air toward the wyvern. I don't even have time to scream before he lands in a crouch on the wyvern's rear and pulls out one of the ruined daggers like the two Zayden gave me. The venin whips around, raising his staff, but Liam is brutally fast and slits the venin's throat with sickening precision. The wyvern stops beating its wings within seconds, its heavy body free falling to the ground, and Liam leaps from his back just as Day flies beneath, easily catching him. A wyvern flies at us from the left, approaching with great beats of its wings. Taryn! Taryn rolls, flipping my rope upside down as he rips his claws and Morningstar tail along the wyvern from throat to tail, splitting it open in midair, and we level it out as the wyvern strips a bloody path to the ground. The rush in my head is a result of more than Taryn's acrobatics. For the first time since we agreed to try to defend the civilians in this trading post, since we were told there were 4 venin, and no way we could win, a little bit of panic sitting on my chest starts to ease. We might actually be able to survive today. Maybe. Just then, another wyvern drops out of a cloud above us, diving at Taryn, gaining speed as it tucks in its wings, becoming a teeth-tipped spear. There's no time for evasive maneuvers. It's seconds away, but red fills my vision and Day is there, driving into the side of the massive gray beast. There's no breath of relief as the collision sends Liam hurtling off Day's back and across the base of Taryn's neck at breakneck velocity. Violet! Liam! I catch his scrambling hands as he slides by and hold on. A cry escaping as my shoulders pop and subluxate from the strain of catching his weight. And Taryn pitches in a sharp turn to follow Day. Hold on! Grimacing, Liam crawls forward on his elbows despite the impossible angle, then grasps the pommels of the saddle. I throw myself over him, sheltering his head and holding on with everything I have as Taryn rolls and banks to keep close, but clear of day, and the massive gray wyvern. Locked in battle only a few feet away, their talons shred through the scales of the other amid snapping teeth and Day's catastrophic roars of pain. They're too close for me to act, and there's no guarantee I'll hit the wyvern and not Day with my lightning. There's nothing I can do but secure Liam. Grabbing the lap belt I never use, I wind it around Liam's torso and buckle it. That should hold you until we can get you back to Day, but I can't wield without hitting him, I yell as wind whips around us. The agony in his eyes steals my breath. Why did you do that? I cry, my fingers searching for purpose on his leathers to pull him closer. I settle for the back of his collar and yank. Why would you risk it? Gods, if anything happens to them. His gaze collides with mine. That thing was going to take a chunk out of Taryn. You've saved my life, and now it's my turn. No matter what you think of me for keeping secrets, we're friends, Violet. Response is impossible as Taryn rolls again, lifting Liam's entire body, and the leather belt slips to just under his arms. I fist my hands in the back of his flight leathers, but there's not much to grab onto. Heartbeats pass and I can't breathe, can't think past the desperation to keep Liam safe until Taryn levels out again, trying to stay as close as he can to Day without risking any of us in the process. But then Day's scream slices me to the bone as the two lock into a dive. Can't you do something? I beg Taryn. Working on it. He pitches right and plummets, positioning himself around the downward spiraling duel to strike. It should be us fighting for our lives, not Liam and Day. And gods, Day is losing, which means Liam. My throat constricts. No, not going to happen. Get over here, I shout at Zayden. Energy crackles through my hands, but there's no clear target. They're moving too fast. I'm hunting the venom at the walls, he answers. Day is fighting for his life. The heartbeat of terror squeezing my chest like a vice isn't mine. It's Zayden's. If I leave, these civilians are all dead. We're on our own. A quick glance at the field tells me every other dragon is locked in its own battle. Taryn's tail swings out, slamming into the wyvern's hindquarters, and comes away bloody. But the fucking thing doesn't release Day. Its claws flex, burrowing deeper beneath the red's scales. Day! Liam's scream is raw, his voice breaking at the end. Taryn lunges, snapping at the wyvern's shoulder and drawing blood, but it's not enough. He swings around to get a better angle on the wyvern, and the force nearly costs Liam his grip, but the buckle holds. Another riderless wyvern flies at us from the right. On the right! Taryn rips his body faster than I've ever felt and rips out the throat of the new threat, shaking the wyvern like a doll, then releases his jaws and lets the thing fall hundreds of feet to the mountainside below. Then Taryn dives to catch up with Day and the wyvern as they race toward the ground. Dread settles in my chest, ominous and heavy. We're on our way, Zayden says, but he'll be too late. Violet! Liam shouts over the wind, and I rip my attention from the gruesome battle alongside us as we spiral downward. We have to take out the riders. I know, I reply. We will! He just needs to hang on. They both do. No, I mean, that's the... Taryn lunges again, and we're thrown sideways as he rips another hole in the wyvern's wings with his teeth, raking down its tail with his talons. But the creature has Day in a deathlock. Its wings are shredded now. But it doesn't seem to care as its claws dig into Day's underbelly, like it's willing to mindlessly die to make the kill. It's going to be all right, I promise Liam, wind stinging my cheeks. It has to be all right, even though the ground rushes at us closer and closer each second. It just has to be. Day screams again, the sound weaker and higher pitched than the last.
Right.
It's a cry. We have to pull up, Taryn warns. He's dying! Liam lunges across Taryn's back, reaching for his dragon, as if so he can touch the red dagger tail one last time. Just hold, I start, but Day's shriek of pain closes my throat, strangling the words. He's being eviscerated, and there's nothing we can do. The wyvern roars in victory, a heartbeat before they crash into the hillside with a sickening thud. The wyvern limps away on its hind legs and the talons that tip its wings. Day doesn't move. Liam's raw scream shatters my heart, and Tairn flares his wings, banking hard to keep us from the same gruesome fate. Day! Tairn's grief blasts through my body as he streams fire at the wyvern's retreating back, and Endarna's cry fills my head. No, if Day... Is he... I can't bring myself to finish. He's gone. Tairn reverses course, barreling for the hillside outside the city walls where Day has fallen. No, that means... Liam! I grab for my friend as we land at speed, Tairn's claws digging into the ground to stop us close to Day's body. You only have minutes, Tairn warns. Day, Liam whispers, falling limp against Tairn's back. I'll get you to him, I promise, already fumbling with the strap's buckle.
This looks so
Day's
bad.
gone, I cry to Zayden,
I hope so
my
for my
voice a
hair.
trembling mess. Liam is dying. No, I feel his terror, his sorrow, and his overpowering anger wrap around my mind, mixing with my own until it hurts to breathe. Minutes. We have minutes. Just hold on, I whisper to Liam, fighting not to cry as he looks up at me with those sky blue eyes, wide with shock and pain. After everything Liam has given up for me, this is the least I can do for him. I can get him today the same way I know he would carry me to Tairn or Endarna. Tairn lies down completely, flattening his massive frame as much as possible as I unstrap my thighs. Then I wrap my arms around Liam's bulky frame and we slide down Tairn's side, hitting our feet on the rocky hillside far from the trading post. Day lies a couple of dozen feet away, his body folded at an unnatural angle. This isn't fair. This isn't right. Not Day. Not Liam. They're the strongest of our year. They're the best of us. Can't make it, Liam says, stumbling forward and tripping. I rush to catch him as he goes down, but his substantial weight is too much for me and we both fall to our knees. We can make it, I force out through my tightening throat, trying to hook his arm over my shoulders. We're so close. If a venom comes along, then I'll deal with it. We can't, he crumples against me, sliding down my side. I fall back on my heels and his head lands in my lap as his body goes limp. It's all right, Violet, he says, looking up at me, and I shove my goggles on top of my head so I can see him clearer. He's struggling to breathe. It's not all right. I want to scream with the injustice of it, but that won't help. My hand trembles as I slide his riding goggles up to his forehead, then brush his blonde hair back off his forehead. None of this is all right. Please stay. I beg, tears I can't fight rolling unchecked down my cheeks. Fight to stay, please, Liam. Fight to stay. At Parapet, his face twists in pain. You have to take care of my sister. Liam, no! I choke on the words as tears clog my throat. You'll be there. I stroke his hair. He's fine. He's physically perfectly fine, and yet I'm watching him slip away. You have to be there. He has to smile at the sister he's missed for years and flash that dimple of his. He has to give her the stack of letters he's written. He deserves it after all he's been through. He can't die for me. Tairn, I cry, tell me what to do. There's nothing you can do, Silver One. We both know I won't. Just promise me you'll take care of Sloane. He begs, his eyes searching mine as his breaths grow ragged. Promise. I promise, I whisper, taking his hand and squeezing, not bothering to wipe my tears. I'll take care of Sloane. He's dying, and there's nothing I can do, nothing anyone can do. How can all this power be so fucking useless? The pulse under my thumb slows. Good. That's good. He forces a weak smile, and that dimple makes a faint appearance before his expression falters. And I know you feel betrayed. But Xaden needs you. And I don't just mean alive, Violet. He needs you. Please, hear him out. All right, I nod, fighting to force a watery smile. He could ask for anything right now, and I'd give it to him. Thank you, Liam. Thank you for being my shadow. Thank you for being my friend. He blurs in my vision as the tears come faster. It's been my honor. Liam's chest rattles as his lungs struggle. A gust of wind blows the loosened strands of my braid back from my face. Seconds later, I feel Xaden racing toward us, a torrent of his emotions overwhelming my own. No, Liam. Xaden chokes out as he crouches in front of us, the muscles in his face working to control his expression. But there's no hiding the despair that pushes at our mental connection. Day, Liam pleads in a strangled whisper, turning his head toward Xaden. I know, brother. Xaden's jaw flexes, and our gazes lock above Liam as tears overflow my eyes. I know. He leans forward and lifts Liam into his arms, then stands, carrying him. I'll take you. He walks slowly across the gravelly terrain to Day's body, saying things I can't hear from where I kneel. The rocks digging into my knees through the fabric of the leather as I watch Xaden say goodbye. Xaden lowers Liam, sitting him against Day's unblemished shoulder, then kneels beside him, nodding slowly at whatever Liam has said. The cry of a wyvern splits the air above us, and I look up instinctively. A cloud of flapping gray wings moves toward us from higher up the valley. Wyvern. Dozens and dozens of wyvern. Look up at the valley. Liam's head rolls slowly as they both look. Xaden's head bows, and my breath freezes in my lungs as shadows momentarily whip out around him like a blast of menace and sorrow. Seconds later, his soundless, soul-rending scream fills my head with such force that my heart shatters like glass against a stone floor. I don't need to ask. Liam is gone. Liam, who never complained about being my shadow, never hesitated to help, never bragged about being the best of our year. He died protecting me. Oh, gods, and I just asked him if we'd ever really been friends an hour ago. Just one of those beasts managed to kill my friend. What the hell can that many accomplish? A bloodied wyvern dives for us, and Tairn throws his wing over me. I hear the sound of his teeth snapping and a sharp cry above me before his wing retracts. We're targets on the ground, Tairn says as the wyvern flies away. Then let's be the ones who hunt. I stumble to my feet in time to see Xaden running my way. Violets! Xaden grasps my shoulders, determination lining his features. Liam told me to tell you that there are 2 riders with that horde. Why would he tell me and not... An anvil sits on my chest. Because he knew I'd have to be the one who holds off the wyvern as long as possible. He studies my face like he'll never see it again. And I'm the one who can kill them all. It will kill me to wield that many times, but I'm the best shot we have. The best shot he has to survive. You can kill them. He yanks me close and kisses my forehead. There is no me without you, he says against my skin. Before I can react, he turns toward the valley and lifts his arms, throwing up a wall of shadow that consumes the space between the ridge lines. Go. I'll give you as much time as I can. Every second matters, and these are bound to be my last. Our last. In the span of one heartbeat, I look over my shoulder past Tairn and see the flaming ruins of the trading post. Townspeople run from the city walls, fleeing the wyvern that circle above. My stomach drops at our failure. We haven't managed to evacuate all the civilians. At the second beat, I draw a stuttered breath of smoke-laden air as a lone griffin flies through the haze, followed by Gareth and Imogen on their dragons. And I can only hope the others are still alive. In the third heartbeat, I turn back toward Liam's and Day's lifeless bodies, and rage floods my veins faster than any lightning strike I've ever wielded. The horde of wyvern behind Zayden's wall will tear into Taryn and Sigale just like Day. And Zayden. No matter how strong he is, Zayden won't be able to hold them forever. His arms already shake with the effort of controlling so much power. He'll be the first to die if I'm not exactly what he called me under that tree all those months ago. Violence. There are dozens of wyvern and one of me. I have to be as strategic as Brennan and as confident as Mira. I spent the last year trying to prove to myself I'm nothing like my mother. I'm not cold, I'm not callous. But maybe there is a part of me that's more like her than I care to admit. Because right now, standing near the dead body of my friend and his dragon, all I want is to show these assholes exactly how violent I can be. I pull my goggles down as I turn to Taryn's shoulder, mounting quickly. There's no need to ask him to launch, not when our emotions are aligned like this. We want the same exact thing. Revenge. I buckle the straps across my thighs as Taryn springs upward, taking off with heavy beats of his massive wings. The bloodied wyvern has doubled back and Taryn flies straight at it. I don't even care if it's the same one that just killed our friends. They're all going to die. As soon as we get close enough, I throw my hands out, letting all my power loose with a guttural scream. Lightning hits the wyvern on the first shot, sending the monster plummeting to the ground near the city walls. But I never see the one coming at us from the left. Not until I feel Taryn's roar of pain. Chapter 37. A quote from The Origin, The Fables of the Baron. But it was the third.
My hair looks so good. I'm literally obsessed with it. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go, guys. Bye.